Good evening, everybody. Welcome here to Real Sports Live. I'm Brandon Guzman, coming to you from Sharyland High School, home of the Rattlers. And here we go. Corpus Christi Miller, the Bucks versus the Rattlers. They're coming into town here. We're going to start off the first pitch with ball one. Another low pitch. It's Seabass Salinas, number 15 on the mound here for the Rattlers. And he is giving Jaden Brown first batter up, a swing and a miss, gives us strike number one on a 2-0 pitch. Here's a 2-1 count. High from Salinas is going to give us a 3-1 count and puts Jaden Brown in a good position to get walked to first base. Here's the next pitch, the 3-1 pitch. And that gives us a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the full count pitch from Salinas. Pops that one up. And we're going to foul that one away. Over the stands it goes, near the railroad tracks. We're going to keep it at a full count. That's 5 pitches already. This is going to be number 6 up next here for Salinas. A pretty chilly evening here in Sharyland, Texas. And he sails one off to second base, relaying it over to first base, and there's out number 1 for the Bucks. So the 3-2 pitch, or the full count pitch. Brown takes his opportunity, takes a chance, rolls past the pitcher, gets the second baseman, relayed over to first, and that's out 1. Now up next is number 47, Ethan Vela. Vela is walking to the mound with 1 out to work with. There's strike number 1. We got the little air punch from the official or the umpire behind the plate. It's actually going to be a 1-0 count, and there goes Vela. Sails one over to second base once again, and out number 2 comes. Can't get it over to, or can't make it to first base with the speed. That's 2 outs now for the Bucks, who made the trip all the way down from Corpus Christi, Texas. Now up next, number 5, Roland Barron. First pitch to Barron. Gives a strike 1 on the swing and miss. Second one. The 0-1 pitch gives us ball 1, so now a 1-1 count. Last 2 batters with ground outs, and Brown wants to switch things up. He sails one over to right field, chasing it, and that's caught. Number 4. That's Fernie Hinojosa playing right field, and that is out number 3. And we're going to be taking this one to the bottom of the first here on Real Sports Live after this in just a moment. The Rattlers up next to the plate.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
We're the Lady Cougars and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sun rises and sun sets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
We are the Harlingen Lady Cardinals, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
The Brownsville Independent School District continues to provide a safe environment for enriching education. From pre-K-3 to early college high school, the award-winning district has advanced its legacy in curriculum, athletics, and fine arts. Teachers are driving the frontier of technology, bringing industry to the classroom. On and off the field, Brownsville ISD students engage in the experiences that make them college and career ready. Brownsville Independent School District, the best choice.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
I love what I do. I really
love what
do.
I'm doing. I love children.
One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
We're the Harlingen South Lady Hawks, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Awesome!
And here we are back, bottom of the first. It's going to be number 10 up, Diego Diaz for the Sharyland Rattlers at the plate first. Playing his walk-up song. Now he steps into the batter's box. And the leadoff hitter here for the Rattlers is awaiting the first pitch from number 29, Ezekiel Esquivel. And he has to dodge that one out the way just by a hair. It grazes him. He gets ball one. Starting off with a 1-0 count. And then you hear the dugout for the Rattlers right next to us. Here's the second pitch, thinking about the bunt. Moves out the way again, and I believe it's going to be a ball two. And indeed it is. 2-0 count here for Diaz. Sends one deep. Center field giving chase, and it splits left and center. Diaz rounds second, and the third base coach just going to make him stay there on a nice double for Diaz, the leadoff hitter. We reset the count. We have a runner on second for the Rattlers, and now up next at the plate is going to be number 5, Saul Soto. So Soto now at the plate, number 5. He's playing center field for the Rattlers tonight. And here's Esquivel. There's Soto. He sails one towards right field and into the glove. It is good. There is Diaz stealing third, excuse me. And he does that with ease. So now puts a runner on third. And one out for the Rattlers. That was Landon Johnson, the right fielder, getting it out there for the Bucks. Now up next at the plate is going to be Alejandro Islas. Islas working with one out and a runner on third is Diego Diaz. Here's the first pitch. Thinks about the bunt. He's just going to pull the bat back, and it's going to be ball one for Islas. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Esquivel to Islas coming up next. Nods his head to his catcher. Diaz is still on third. Bunt, that's going to be foul ball number 1, I believe, and they're going to give him a strike on that one. Diaz was ready to take off on it. The 1-1 pitch now to Islas coming up next. Rattlers only with 1 out here. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, runner on third. Here in the bottom of the first. A lot of ones across the board. The next pitch is going to be ball 2. And there is Islas popping it up. And he's going to foul that one right into the parking lot. Gives him a 2-2 count now. 2 balls and 2 strikes. There's a third baseman going up to his pitcher. Arturo Alonso giving him a little bit of advice on a 2-2 pitch. High out the strike zone gives us ball number 3. And now Islas is working with a full count. With a runner on third and only 1 out. Might take a chance at this next pitch here. And he does. Straight to the shortstop, relaying it over to first base with ease, and that scores a runner. And that gives out number 2 for the Rattlers. So the Rattlers bringing in 1, but sacrificing another. Gives them out number 2, and it brings in number 21, Diego Zuniga, up next at the plate for Sharyland. And there is Zuniga having to duck for that one, gives us ball 1. And we're standing right next to the dugout, a little fence protecting us, so hopefully no foul balls come our way. There's a low pitch for ball 2. There's Esquivel with the next pitch, gives us ball 3. So the 3-0, actually it's strike 1, excuse me. The 2-1 pitch now. See how Zuniga plays it. 2-1 pitch for number 2-1. Low into the dirt for ball 3. We'll see how Zuniga plays this one. Takes a chance on the ball or on the pitch. He gets walked to first. He sends one. Left fielder's got it. It might land into the center fielder's glove, and it does for out number 3. And that does it for the first inning. Sharyland brings in 1 runner. And the Corpus Christi Bucks, nobody. We'll be back after this with a second inning here on Real Sports Live.
When excellence in academics meets discovery on the court, in the arts, with institutions of higher education and beyond, we are the future leaders, and our success starts now. La Villa ISD, Cardinal Pride.
We're the Ray Texans, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
We envision that San Perlita ISD will help our students acquire the necessary knowledge, communication, and problem-solving skills through a variety of educational and social experiences to become productive citizens in our global society. Be a part of the change to help create a community where we guide each other to our unlimited potential.
We are Santa Rosa and you're watching Real Sports Live.
The most important moments in a child's life happen in their earliest years. Having a strong early childhood education enhances their future and success. That's why we are opening the Harlingen CISD Early Childhood Academy for pre-K students. At HCISD, we provide these opportunities for our youngest learners to foster their imagination and let their curiosity run while they develop their love for learning. These are the early steps to success, and Harlingen CISD is with them every step of the way.
We are Edinburgh.
And we're back here, top of the second here on Real Sports Live. It's number 34, Arturo Alonso, the third baseman at the plate. Swing and a miss. Gives us strike number one off the first pitch from Salinas. Last three batters for the Bucks. All ground outs and a pop fly to right field. Did it for the first inning for them. There is Alonso. Another foul ball. It's going to give us an 0-2 count for him, as he's the leadoff here in the second. Fourth batter on the lineup here for the Corpus Christi Miller Bucks. There's Salinas. A straight shot to second, relaying it to first, and out number one comes once again another ground out for the Bucks. That's their third, and all have been straight to second base. Now here comes on Jay Gutierrez, the center fielder for Corpus Christi Miller, number 15. Working with one out, no runners on. Another ground out to second, over to first, and there's out number two. Here comes a designated hitter, number 99, Robert Barron for the Bucks, left-handed hitter. That one's low in the dirt. Going to give us ball number one for Barron. And Salinas on the mound here. No strikeouts just yet. A bunch of ground outs and a pop fly happened in the first inning. They need one more out here, and they have a chance back at the plate once again. And here comes over to us, and that is another foul ball. Gives us strike one. I believe so. The 1-1 count here for Barron. They're saying 2-1 now. Here comes a shortstop. Slings it over to first base and out number three. And the top of the second has come and gone for the Bucks. Rattlers up next after this here on Real Sports Live.
Sharyland ISD, a nationally recognized If you want to get in the game, come to Myra Sports and More. Basketball gloves and uniforms too, customized for you. Your family tradition, from generation to generation. From Pee Wee to the MLBs, you can count on us. Your hometown sporting goods store since '76. Myra Sports and More, where kids get cool stuff.
Come on down to Staple Street Meat Market with the best selection of quality meats, beef ribs, Angus beef fajitas, and Staple Street brand sausage, featuring our new authentic family recipe for pony spices. Check out our weekly specials. Your one-stop shop for everything you need for your next barbecue: ice, charcoal, wood, and adult beverages. We are your local football headquarters. Look for our new location coming early 2022 at 7418 South Staple Street. We're a proud advertising partner with Real Sports Live and the Coastal Band and RGV, and supporting all our local sports and athletes. Staple Street Meat Market.
We are the Roy Taylor High School cheerleaders, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
And we're back here. Bottom of the second now. Rattlers back at the plate. It's number 22, Carlos Garcia, the designated hitter for Cebas Salinas, at the plate now for the Rattlers here at the bottom of the second. First pitch. It gives a strike one. 0-1 count now for Salinas. Excuse me, for Garcia. Esquivel going for his 21st pitch on this next pitch right here, the 0-1 pitch. Sends it over to the shortstop. An error there puts a runner on base for the Rattlers. And now that puts a runner on first. Some mistakes come back to haunt you later on in the game. So that puts a runner on first here for the Rattlers. And now up next, number 34, Cope Alcala. Alcala working with a runner on first, no outs. And now Esquivel walks off the mound, looks over to first, trying to pick off Garcia. Here's Alcala, the first pitch to him. That one sinks down. We get strike number one. The 0-1 pitch from Esquivel coming up next here. And there is Garcia stealing second, and he's going to do that with ease. Probably could have gone for third, but a steal there from Carlos Garcia puts a runner on second for the Rattlers. That's a 1-1 count here for Alcala. And there's Esquivel looking to pick off Garcia at second right now. Now the pitch to Alcala goes into the dirt, gives us ball two. 2-1 count now. And that is believed. And there goes. Should have been ball three, but Alcala got a nice little punch in the arm from the pitch from Esquivel, and it's going to be number 12 up next, Alberto Briceno. With the runners on first and second, he's going to foul that one off into the stands for strike one. Foul ball there puts him in an 0-1 count. No outs here. Runners on first and second for the Rattlers. It's Alcala at first, Garcia at second. And Briseño at the plate. Swings at this last pitch on the 0-1 count. Makes it 0-2 on another foul ball again. And there's strike number 3 and the first strikeout of the game. Right there for Esquivel. Or actually for both pitchers at that. We'll put one strikeout next to Esquivel's name as it brings on number 4, Fernie Hinojosa. There goes strike number 1. Oh, 1 count. Sends it to third, lets the shortstop reach it. The relay to first is no good. An error there. It's going to bring in Garcia, and everyone's going to move over one more time. And there goes the second run scored for the Rattlers. We'll take a look at the replay for you. It's in the full screen. Third baseman wasn't able to reach it. Left it to the shortstop. Relay over to first. Just wasn't in the right position. And now we got runners in scoring position on second base and on third here for the Rattlers. There's only 1 out still. That is Hinojosa with an RBI double there. First pitch from Esquivel to Horacio Garza is ball 1. He's the last batter here in the lineup. And then we reset back to Diego Diaz. A 1-1 count now. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 2 runners on. Here in the bottom of the second. Here's Garza. A 1-1 pitch. Gives a strike 2. And Esquivel now looking for his second strikeout of the inning. He got his first one against Alberto Briseño 2 batters ago, and here he is looking for his second. The pitch sends one off. Shortstop, second baseman can't get there. A 2 RBI single, 2 RBI double make that for Garza. And the Rattlers now putting it on here. 4 runs already in this inning as we reset to put a runner on second base. The lone runner, Horacio Garza. And now Diego Diaz, 1 for 1 at the plate and a double in his first at-bat as he led off for the Rattlers here in the bottom of the first. Here we are, bottom of the second. He is making his second appearance of the game with only 1 out and a runner on second. He goes for another double here, and that'll be another run brought in, as that is going to give us strike 1. So an 0-1 count here for Diaz. Sends one to left. Left fielder can't get it to go. And the third base coach is going to wave in Horacio Garza, and another double for Diego Diaz. So 2 doubles back to back. Here's a replay. And the split screen for you. There's a left fielder, couldn't get it to go. And then that's when Garza started rounding third, and Diaz got to second. So put another run on the board, make it 5 for the Rattlers, and a runner remains on second base in Diego Diaz. Brings up Saul Soto. He's 0 for 1 at the plate, and another steal is going to bring Diaz to third base. So runners advancing all around here for the Rattlers. And a 1-0 count for Saul Soto. And Soto sends one off. Center fielder misses it. So Soto rounds first, gets to second, and he waves him there. And another RBI double for the Sharyland Rattlers back-to-back. He's now 1 for 2. And run number 6 comes in for Sharyland High School. That's already 5 runs here in the bottom of the second, and they still have 1 out remaining. We'll see if coach decides to wave in Soto for a steal at third, as it brings on Alejandro Islas. He had a ground out his last at-bat. And he's going to walk Islas to first base, and runners on the corners now as Soto stole third. It looks like they're going to send him back. And they are going to do just that, so make that a runner on first and second alone. That brings on Diego Zuniga, number 21. He had the ground out RBI, his last at bat. 2 runners on and a clean count. Only 1 out remains still. And that one goes to third. It skims the third base glove. And they relay it back to home plate. And runners are now on corners. Islas with an RBI single for Sharyland. Once again, seems like at this point every batter is going to be on base after this. It brings in number 16, Michael Randall. He's going to run bases for Zuniga. Now Carlos Garcia's at the plate. He hit a single his last bat, and we have a runner stealing second. And he's going to do that with ease. That is Michael Randall. So now we got a runner on second with a 0-1 count for Garcia. Already 6 runs here in the second inning, and strike number 2 enters the board, and Zuniga is going to have, or Garcia is going to have to do something about this next pitch. Hopefully it's not in the strike zone, and hopefully he doesn't let it go. The Rattlers only have 1 out working with here. And that's going to give us ball 1. A 1-2 count now for Garcia. Steps out, practices his swing, and make sure his arm's still loose, warm for this next pitch on the 1-2 count. Has runners at second and third. And that gives him ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Here in the bottom of the second with 2 runners on, and the score is 7 runs to none. The Rattlers putting a showcase here in the second inning. Already scoring 6 runs alone. There's Esquivel. That one's down in the dirt for ball 3. A 3-1 count. Excuse me, the 3-2 count. Full count here for Garcia. Let's see who he leaves it up to, the umpire, or he trusts his gut on the pitch. And there's strike number 3, and out number 2 enters aboard. That's another strikeout there for Esquivel, his second one of the night. Only 2 strikeouts right now. Now he's going to bring on number 34, Cope Alcala. First pitch to Alcala, strike number 1. Here's Esquivel, another pitch. Alcala swings and misses that one just out of his, goes away. He loses eyesight on that one. We got 45 pitches here for Ezequiel Esquivel already, only 14 to Sebas Salinas. This is going to be his 46th pitch of the ball game so far. And it's an 0-2 count. And that's going to be strike number 3, doing it here for the second inning. Rattlers throw on 6 on the board. Here in the second as they lead 7 runs to none. Be back with the third after this here on Real Sports Live.
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sunrises and sunsets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
LEAD has relationships with multiple industry leaders. Whether you're looking for project-based work or long-term employment, you decide. Our industry-skilled jobs include industrial, marine industries, oil and gas, commercial construction, and renewable energy. We offer work close to home, so you can spend more time with those you love. LEAD Staffing, putting people to work and changing lives daily.
We are the Clinton High School cheerleaders, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
And here we are back at Real Sports Live. Top of the third is where we're at. It's going to bring on number 32, Devin Carter. His first at-bat here. He's playing second base. He's going to pop one up straight to us. Shortstop's got it. In his glove, it goes for out number 1. And the first pitch to Carter is going to be an out for the Bucks. It's going to bring on number 8, Dominic Solis. Solis next up at the plate. Two strikes back to back. A strike and a ball is going to put him at a 1-1 count. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Here in the top of the third. And Salinas, that was actually strike number 3, so I was correct. And he gets his first K of the night so far. First strikeout. And that's going to bring out number 2. So here comes Landon Johnson, the right fielder. He's going to bunt that one. It's going to not stay between the white lines, and it's going to be a foul ball for strike 1. So Johnson here with an 0-1 count. And Salinas looking to throw his 22nd pitch of the game so far with an 0-1 count. That gives us strike 2, make it 0-2 on the count. And he fouls that one off. We keep it at an 0-2 count for Johnson. He steps back into the batter's box. That's ball 1. So the 1-2 count now. There's a pitch from Salinas. Down in the dirt it goes for ball 2 on the 2-2 count. For Johnson, keeps him at the plate with a couple more opportunities to get on base here. That's high for ball 3. So now a full count for Johnson. We'll see how Salinas works this next pitch on the full count. The 25th of the game so far for him. He sends one. Shortstop can't go. He reaches for it. The center fielder's got it. And it's going to be a single for Johnson. The first runner to get on base here for the Bucks all game long. As we go back to the top of the lineup in Jaden Brown. A ground out. 0 for 1 at the plate so far. We'll see if he can shake things up here in this third inning for his Bucks. Runner's going to be stealing second, and he does just that with ease. So now runners, the lone runner on second base. And the count resets. It's going to be strike 1. So Salinas allowed his first hit of the game so far. And the Bucks in pretty good position here. Runner on scoring position. It's all up to Brown. Strike number 2 comes in the count to make it 0-2. On deck for the Bucks, Ethan Vela. He had a ground out as well his last at bat. And Salinas on the pitch. That's in the dirt, straight to third base. Give us out number. And the official's going to check. And we're going to have to see the replay on that. Let's see if he was actually out. It looks like it wasn't out, but the umpire saw differently. And they are there discussing it on the end, or right in front of us. And that might be out number 2. We'll see if Coach can plead his case. So unable to get the out there. That puts a runner on third base. And an 0-2 count here. Swing and a miss. That's strike number 3, and that does it for the inning. The top of the third has come and gone, and here we are. Bottom of the third, we'll see if the Rattlers can put this game away. They need about 8 more runs, I believe, and the run rule will be in full effect. Be back after this here on Real Sports Live.
And rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sharyland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
We are La Vida, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Uniforms, etc., you're going to find the opportunity to purchase the best high-quality scrubs. Soon after I learned about how the EDC was helping out the community, and so I did meet with Ms. Castillo. She made it very easy, very friendly, and she walked me every step of the way. I couldn't have done it without their help.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
I love what I do. I
love
really
what
do.
I'm doing. I love children. One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
And welcome back here to Real Sports Live. Bottom of the third is where we are at. And this one, the strikeout sent us to the end of an inning, and there's a ground out for number 12, Alberto Briseño. He got struck out his first at bat. And now here he is grounding out his second, currently 0 for 2 on the night at the plate so far. That's going to do it for out 1 here for the Rattlers, and it's going to bring on number 4, Fernie Hinojosa, at an RBI double his last at bat, bringing in 2 runners and getting on second all by himself. Here's a first pitch to him. Sails over at third base. Goes down the foul line. Left fielder can't get it. He's going to second, rounding second. And coach is just going to wave him off there, make him stop. And another double for Hinojosa. Now 2 for 2 at the plate. That brings on Horacio Garza. He had another RBI, or 2 RBI double his last at bat. We'll see if he can do that here. If he can get a double, well, that's going to bring in a runner for the Rattlers and make it 8. We'll see how he works this one. Only 1 out and a runner on second here. Esquivel going back to the runner on second in Hinojosa. Wanting to pick him off, but saw him the whole way through. Here's Horacio Garza, the first pitch to him. Clean count. He's going to foul that one. Gets a little tip on it. It's a piece of the pie on that last one, but didn't get the whole thing. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And Esquivel looking at Hinojosa there on second base, wanting to pick him off, getting ready to pitch it to Garza to center field, splits left and center, and it looks like another RBI double for him once again. That brings in number 8, of the night for the Rattlers. They had 6 the last inning, and now here's their first of this inning. So Garza's 2 for 2 at the plate. And it does only one thing but reset the lineup for us in Diego Diaz. He's 2 for 2 and an RBI double his last at bat. Here's the first pitch to him. That one's low and slow. And they're going to give us ball number 1 there. Diaz working with 1 out, runner on second. The Rattlers looking for that run rule here as a runner to third is safe. And Horacio Garza steals third base. And now has a runner in perfect scoring position here. All Diaz needs is an RBI or a single. And it could work out for the Rattlers. Give them 9. They need 15 to end the game off here. We'll see if they can get those next couple of runs. Runner's gonna steal home plate, and he is safe for run number 9. There's Garza. Gets to home plate, goes back to the dugout on the error by the catcher. So now it makes it 9. Still 1 out to work with, and it's Diego Diaz still at the plate. That one's in the dirt. I reset the count on accident, I believe. It's 3-1 according to the official. Excuse me, 3-2. A full count here for Diaz. Doesn't want to be struck out. Wants to stay perfect at the mound. He's going to swing it off, foul it. As that ball or that pitch would have taken him to first base, and he would have walked his way over with ease, but he wants another crack at it here. The count remains full, and they bring another ball from the dugout. So Diaz trying to survive this next pitch. Doesn't want to be out number 2 here on the full count. Here's Esquivel. As Diaz sends one. Shortstop doesn't get it, and a single for Diaz. Puts the runners on here. Now he's 3 for 3 at the plate. His only single so far. Both have been doubles. He led off in the first inning. And now it brings us to Saul Soto. Had an RBI double his last at bat. Now he's working with 1 out and a runner on first. Does that one stay fair? And it is going to be a foul ball for strike 1. He starts off 0-1 on the count. Still an 0-1 count. Soto ready for the pitch. Runner on first. He fouls that one off. A little late on the swing. It's going to put him at an 0-2 count. He doesn't want to be the second out of this inning. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Soto. The windup. And he grounds that one. An error by the second baseman. Does it get a first in time? It does. And there's out number 2 for the Rattlers. Puts a runner on second now. Moves him over to first. And Rattlers with 2 outs here. going to bring on number 14, Alejandro Islas. He got walked his last at bat after getting hit in the shoulder. He's going to foul that one off for strike one. And more than half of this game has been the Rattlers here on the offensive side of things. As the Bucks only have had one runner on. Islas is going to foul that one straight to us. That's going to be strike number 2 with an 0-2 count now. Esquivel can get another strikeout here, the 3rd of the night for him. And he's a perfect pitch to trick Islas. Let's see if we can do it here on the 0-2 count with a runner on second. That gives us ball 1. 1-2 count, still has opportunities. Alejandro Islas, so 1-2 count. A 1-2 pitch. And that gives us ball 2. Back-to-back balls there. 2-2 count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs. Doesn't want to be the 3rd and final here in the 3rd inning. And there goes the head coach for the Bucks. Going to talking to his pitcher and his 3rd baseman. And it looks like they're going to relieve the pitcher here. And that's going to take us to a quick commercial break. And we're going to figure out who's up next after this here on Real Sports Live. Looks like it's going to be number 34, the 3rd baseman, Arturo Alonso. So we'll be back after this here on Real Sports Live after he gets his couple warm-up pitches in just a moment.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand. Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles, how about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you, Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
We are La Villa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable for condo and beach house rentals. Call and visit the website today. Island Services.
We are the Harlingen Cardinals, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Rod Rodriguez, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
We're those Redcoats calling by, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for a fun trip when stepping back in time with them.
Welcome back here to Real Sports Live. It is Arturo Alonso on the 2-2 pitch. Puts it down in the dirt, his first pitch here for the Bucks as he got promoted from third base to the pitcher. Puts Alejandro Islas in a full count. He got walked his last at bat, getting struck in the arm. Might leave a bruise, we'll see. And here's a full count pitch. That one's back in the dirt, and he's going to get walked to first base on ball 4. So that puts runners on first and second here for the Rattlers. They still got 2 outs, but that brings up number 21, Diego Zuniga. Ground out his first at bat with an RBI and had an RBI single. His last at bat, currently 1 for 2 at the plate. So we'll see how he does this here. Next pitch, that one's in the dirt, gives us ball 1. The 1-0 count for Diego Zuniga, number 21 here. Playing catcher for the Rattlers tonight. Gets one off, skids past the second baseman, and that relays over to home. It's going to be an RBI double here for Zuniga. And it brings in another runner, make it 10. Here's instant replay for you on that last pitch. Second baseman couldn't get it. There's a runner rounding second to third. And there's Diego Diaz bringing it in for run number 10 here for the Rattlers. They're leading 10 runs to none. It brings on number 22, the designated hitter, got struck out his last at bat, Carlos Garcia. That one skids past, an error by the shortstop. And another RBI single gives 10. Or excuse me, gives 11 to the Rattlers. Now it brings up Cope Alcala. He got walked his last at bat on ball 4. And here we go. He has 2 runners on. Excuse me. Yes, he does. But they're not at first and second. They're on the corners at first and third. With 2 outs. And that first pitch is going to be ball 1 to him. Here's the second. The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss for Alcala. Gives us strike 1. Puts him at a 1-1 count. Alberto Briseño is on deck next to bat here for the Rattlers. And that one's going to go and skid past the third baseman. Another RBI single here, making it 12. And now there's runners on first and second for the Rattlers. Still 2 outs remain, and it's actually going to be number 17, Victor Sanchez. His first at-bat. Coach is going to start rotating his players here. 11 runs, or excuse me, make that 12 runs to none. And we'll see how Victor Sanchez works it with 2 outs to go and 2 runners on. First and second base. Here's the clean count pitch with 2 outs. And there is Sanchez splitting shortstop and the third baseman for a base hit. That puts runners loaded on the plates for Sharyland. Everyone just moved over 1, and we didn't have to change the count at all. He took a chance. The first pitch. going to bring on number 4 now, Fernie Hinojosa. He's 2 for 2, an RBI double his first at-bat, and a double his last at-bat. Here we go. Fouls that one off. We're going to start off 0-1 on his count. So already 5 runs scored in this inning here for the Rattlers. 6 in the last inning and 1 in the first inning. It is Fernie Hinojosa with an 0-1 count. And bases loaded with 2 outs. He's going to send that one to first. And they're going to call him safe with an RBI single. That was a close one as he let that one sail through. It's going to be 13-0. And the bases stay loaded for the Rattlers. Now it's number 1, the last batter in the lineup, Horacio Garza. 2 RBI double his first at-bat, and an RBI double his last at-bat. 13 runs, 2 more, puts this game away, and we get out of here early. That one's low and pretty fast down in the dirt for ball 1. Starts off with a 1-0 count here. Here's the next pitch from Alonso. That one's going to be strike 1, barely grazing the strike zone. As the whole dugout here for the Rattlers went, ooh. They thought they were going to get ball 2. Not the case. Horacio Garza on the 1-1 pitch. Here it is from Arturo Alonso. It's going to foul that one off for strike 2. And we might be looking at the 3rd and final out here for the Rattlers. On this next pitch, right now it's Garza just wanting to swing at something, even if it's out, even if he fouls it off, he gets more opportunities at the plate. That might be his best judgment call here. Here's a 1-2 pitch. That one's high off the mark. Catcher had to stand up for it. Gives us ball 2 with 2 outs, 2 strikes, and 2 balls here in the bottom of the 3rd. Pitch number 80 up next in total for the Bucks tonight. Here's a 2-2 count. Fouls it off, and we keep it at 2-2. That one goes to the parking lot. The ball landed just before where we parked. Didn't hit a car. No alarm went off. We're okay. The 2-2 count pitch with bases loaded for Garza. Gives him ball 3. And we'll see how he works this next one. They're going to bring on number 11, Cole Gerlach. He's on deck with a full count. And he sends one straight towards center field, misses it. An error brings in 1 run. Another one scores, and a 2 RBI double. He's going for the triple, and he gets it. Safe. That gives us run number 15 on a 2 RBI triple for Horacio Garza. And that is 15 runs, and we zoom it into the umpire. We're going to see how he calls it. We'll see if they call a game or they're going to give it one more chance until the 3rd out comes. As we take a look at the replay here. Missed it just a bit. Didn't get the hit. But we got the first runner coming in. There's the third base coach waving in. Garza telling him to stop at second, and he's going to take his chance to third. And he gets that to go. Now Cole Gerlach at the plate. He gives us ball 1. Still 2 outs remain. And he sends one. Shortstop can't get it. going for the RBI single for Cole Gerlach. That brings in another runner, make it 16. And there's the umpire. I believe he called game on that one. So that's going to do it for us here tonight. And Real Sports Live here at Sharyland High School. The Rattlers mercy ruled the Bucks as they took a trip down from Corpus Christi 16-0 and took us 3 innings, 1 run in the first, 6 runs in the second, and 9 total runs here in the third inning. And it looks like they're actually going to continue this game. My apologies. So we'll be back after this here on Real Sports Live in just a moment once we get everything figured out and straightened away.
And collectibles in San Benito.
When excellence in academics meets discovery on the court, in the arts, with institutions of higher education and beyond, we are the future leaders, and our success starts now. La Villa ISD, Cardinal Pride.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles, how about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sunrises and sunsets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
And here we are back, top of the fourth, and they're going to keep this game going. 16 runs to none. It takes us to the top of the fourth. It's number 47 at the plate. Ethan Vela. First pitch to Vela is going to be strike 1. And they're trying to figure out why the run rule didn't go in effect. And the umpire just decided to want to take him to 5 innings. Didn't want the Bucks to take the 2.5-hour trip down home or down here to Sharyland and only play for about an hour and 10 minutes. Then have to go back home. So they're going to keep this one going. 2-0 count for Vela. And there's Vela, sends one sailing towards center field, and that's going to be out number 1. The 2-0 count, but can't get it to drop right before the center fielder gets it. So he's 0 for 2 at the plate now. First pitch, it's going to be Roland Barron, 0 for 1 on a pop fly. At the plate, the 1-0 pitch goes straight to the third baseman, and an error, tries to get it to first in time, and that's going to be out number 2. Third baseman struggles with it just a bit, but he gets it nonetheless. Barron didn't have the speed to get to first base in time. That's Fabrizio Salinas. And 2 outs now. No runners on. It's number 34 up next. Arturo Alonso, the promoted pitcher, goes straight to right field, and there's out number 3. That does it here for the top of the fourth in 3 outs. And we're going to be back after this, bottom of the fourth, here on Real Sports Live in just a moment.
throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
We're the Lady Cougars and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sunrises and sunsets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
We are the Harlingen Lady Cardinals and you're watching Real Sports Live.
The Brownsville Independent School District continues to provide a safe environment for enriching education. From pre-K3 to early college high school, the award-winning district has advanced its legacy in curriculum, athletics, and fine arts. Teachers are driving the frontier of technology, bringing industry to the classroom. On and off the field, Brownsville ISD students engage in the experiences that make them college and career ready. Brownsville Independent School District, the best choice.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
I love what I do. I
love
really
what
do.
I'm
doing. I love children.
One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
We're the Harlingen South Lady Hawks and you're watching Real Sports Live. Hawks up!
And we're back here at Real Sports Live. It's bottom of the fourth now. Appears to be number 15 at the plate. Can't get a good eye from back here. We're going to get it to you when we find it out, though. First pitch in the dirt for ball one. It's actually number 5, Saul Soto, currently 1 for 3 at the plate. Grounded out in his last at bat. That one's high for ball 2. And looks like we are going to take this to 5 innings. So this should be the last time we see the Rattlers at the plate. There's a 3-0 or the 2-0 pitch, gives us ball 1, or strike 1. And the umpire changed it, I believe, or the scorekeeper up in the booth has it at 3-0, so we're gonna go with that as well. A 3-0 pitch from Alonso. Goes to the second baseman. An error there puts a runner on first. Here for Sharyland. To the 3-0 pitch. Puts runners on. No outs, and it's going to be number 9 up next to the plate. Damian Elias. Elias working with no outs, clean count, and a runner on first in Saul Soto. First pitch to Elias is going to be strike number 1. Swing and a miss, gives a strike 2. I want to thank everybody who's tuning in here to our live feed this evening. As he fouls that one off, and we keep that an 0-2 count. Here's Alonso on the 0-2 pitch. Swings and misses, but he's able to get some of the bat on the ball. And we keep that at 0-2 on the count. The 0-2 pitch gives us ball one. Making it 1-2 on the count now. Here for Damian Elias. Arturo Alonso still on the mound here. He got promoted back in the third inning for the Bucks from third base to pitcher. And they're going to mark him safe at second. So a single there for Elias. Puts runners on first and second for the Rattlers. Still no outs. They're going to bring on number 16, Michael Randall. He has a run scored in this one here, and he got a pinch hitting back in the second inning. So we've seen him already, but it's the first time we see him at the plate. First pitch is going to be strike one. Here's the pitch down in the dirt. Gives us ball one for a 1-1 count. No outs, 2 runners on. First and second here for the Rattlers. There is the pitch. Double play. High and off the mark. It's going to be an RBI single. And a timeout called by the Bucks. Makes it 17-0. Okay, so we're trying to figure out, we're trying to overhear on what they're talking about. All right, a lot of confusion here. We're pretty far away, so we can't really hear the umpires talk much and explain to the coach for the Rattlers. Looks like it's going to be number 5, Saul Soto here on third base. No runners on, and gives them 2 outs. So 2 outs and a runner on third here. For the Rattlers, we keep it at 17-0. And it's number 15 at the plate. Seabass Salinas, the pitcher, has an opportunity to get one off in the outfield now with a runner on third. And 2 outs to work with, making an 0-1 count here for Salinas. Second pitch to him. Thinks about it. Give us ball 1. Strike number 2 enters the count, and a 1-2 pitch now. That is coming up next. 2 outs. We'll see if Alonso could end the inning here on this next pitch. It's to Sivas Salinas. Pitch, swing and a miss for strike 3, and that ends the inning. Take us to the bottom of the 4th. We'll be back after this here on Rio Sports Live. Currently 17 runs, 2-0. We'll be back after this in just a moment.
.com.
The Brownsville Independent School District continues to provide a safe environment for enriching education. From pre-K3 to early college high school, the award-winning district has advanced its legacy in curriculum, athletics, and fine arts. Teachers are driving the frontier of technology, bringing industry to the classroom. On and off the field, Brownsville ISD students engage in the experiences that make them college and career ready. Brownsville Independent School District, the best choice.
The most important moments in a child's life happen in their earliest years. Having a strong early childhood education enhances their future and success. That's why we are opening the Harlingen CISD Early Childhood Academy for pre-K students. At HCISD, we provide these opportunities for our youngest learners to foster their imagination and let their curiosity run while they develop their love for learning. These are the early steps to success, and Harlingen CISD is with them every step of the way.
Sharyland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sharyland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
And welcome back here to Real Sports Live. Top of the 5th is where we're at here. 17 runs to none. Rattlers. It's been all Rattlers so far tonight. It's going to bring on number 15 at the plate for the Bucks. Not listed on the roster here, but he's going to pop that one up. First baseman giving chase. Can't get it to go. We're going to leave it at a foul ball. And he's going to start off with an 0-1 count. And there's a possibility that we see the Rattlers back at the plate. It's actually Jay Gutierrez. He grounded out his last at bat. Here he is once again. 0 for 1 on the night so far. Scoreboard says 1-1 count, and that indeed it is. 1 ball, 1 strike. Next pitch from Salinas to Gutierrez. That last pitch, strike 2. And he's going to foul that one off. We keep it at 1 ball and 2 strikes. And there he goes, sends that one to first base, and there's out number 1. Little ground out there for Gutierrez, sends him back to the dugout. It's going to bring on number 99, Robert Barron. He had a ground out his last at bat. Currently 0 for 1. Looking to switch things up here. As he pops that one up, flying right over our head. And he's going to start off 0 for 1 on the count. Give him strike 2 on the last pitch. Make it 0-2 now on the count for Barron. And he sends that one to the shortstop, relaying it to first base, and there's out number 2. Another ground out for the Bucks. It brings on Devin Carter. Pop fly in his first at bat. And out, currently 0 for 1 on the count. Now here he is with 2 outs. And he starts off the count, 1 ball, no strikes. That one's down into the strike zone for strike 1. Make it a 1-1 for Carter. Another grounder, goes right past second and short, and he gets on base. Is the second runner or the second batter to get on base here tonight for the Bucks. First one was Landon Johnson. Brings on. I'm going to figure out his number right now. That one's high out the strike zone. Can't get the number from here, but he's going to start off with a 1-0 count. And he's going to foul that one off, grounding it straight towards us. It's actually number 21, Mark Martinez. And we hit under. At about 52 degrees right now on the night so far. The cold front came in unexpectedly. And a 1-2 count now for Mark Martinez, his first at bat tonight. And they look to pick off first base. And it's a runner stealing second. Looking to go to third, and that's not going to happen. He's going to stay at second base. So put the runners on second now for the Bucks. And the 1-2 count still remains for Martinez. And there's strike number 3. That's out number 3 as well. Martinez goes back to the dugout, and we're going to see if that is the ball game. And it looks like it is as the Rattlers celebrate here. That's going to do it for us here tonight. Brandon Guzman on the mic, Eduardo Guzman on the camera, all from Sharyland High School as they take it 17 runs to none in 5 innings. First inning was 1 run. Second inning brought in 6. The third inning brought in 9. And the fourth inning brought in just 1 to make it 17 total for the Rattlers. So thank you for tuning in here once again. I want to hope everyone has a safe ride home. The fans that came to support the Bucks from Corpus Christi, and as well as the baseball team for Corpus Christi. God bless them on the ride home tonight. It's going to be a pretty long one, but a nice snap on the way home. So thank you for tuning in here once again.